finishing our low single, we had the first finish, okay, it's picture perfect. We're getting the head and the knee, going to our crackdown. Our second finish, we're splitting this guy in half, okay, where we're knee sliding, okay, it can come off of a sag, it can come out from the open. I just want to make sure, again, my position's good. I'm sitting back on my heels, okay, and these are for those guys that like to drape over the top, okay. This gives you an option, if I'm not leaning forward, okay, it gives me an option to finish the way I want, okay. So I like to come knee in the middle, split this guy in half. Again, shoulders fighting the inside of the thigh. Here, okay, hands coming across, okay, hands coming off the ankle. I'm locking below the butt, again, to stop scrambles. I'm looking across. My partner's back here. I'm looking to put pressure and weight in his hands and drive him through here. Okay, the third one that I like, and it puts me on a single leg, like I said. A single leg is the #1 takedown in the world, used on all levels of wrestling. Okay, so when I hit a low single, okay, I kind of created this one for myself, and it carries over. I've been teaching it to some of the guys I work out with, and teaching it to youth wrestlers, and it's part of my technique arsenal. Okay, I'll hit a low single. Again, I like to do it from the outside, so I'm going to scissor step and get this guy to react. Okay, let's just say he takes away the front foot. Okay, and I'm going to throw this in here just for you guys like a righty to righty. Okay, say he takes away the front foot, and I have to penetrate to get to the back leg of a low single. I don't have to. Okay, all I'm going to do is I'm going to fake. Okay, again, and he removes that foot. Okay, I'm still going to attack low single. I'm just going to attack on the opposite side here. Okay, and I'm just showing this because a lot of the times when guys come out, it's more often that we wrestle righty to righty, okay, and we start picturing, okay, we got to shoot low single to the back leg. Well, it's too far, I can't get to it. Okay, so a little trick we have here is, again, break it down, scissor step into the low single, maybe a snag, doesn't matter, okay, but he's going to remove that foot, make it far away so I can't attack it. Okay, I'm going to scissor step, I'm going to set, and that foot's going back, okay? It's going to bring up his back foot, okay? And if it was righty to righty, okay, I'm going to scissor step and fake, and this is going to be the foot I'm still attacking. Okay, I'm going to knee slide in, okay, I'm dropping down, he's hitting, again, and I'm getting back to my position, okay? For me, I'm going to have him step this one back because I'm lefty. Okay, so I'm going to jab, step, fake, and if he steps it back, again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to penetrate down to my knees, okay, snagging at the foot, my butt's on my heels, okay, and my back foot's going to slide up and under my chest here, okay, it's almost like a misdirection. The only thing I don't want you guys to do, okay, before we even get to this third finish, is I don't want swing. A lot of guys have the misconception that I have to sway to get to this misdirection. It looks like this. He moves, okay? And you see how I came off my center line a little bit, okay? Again, this is the same thing with position and timing, okay? So the quickest way to get to A to B is a straight line, okay? So again, I'm not going to sway on this misdirection, even though I'm going to go to the back foot. If he steps out, if he doesn't step out, perfect. I tag him, right? But like I said, a lot of you are righty to righty, so I'm going to have Gant lead left, okay? And he might not even step out here. I'm still going to fake out that back foot, okay? I fake, okay? I don't want to sway. I'm still going to penetrate forward. Back knees coming up and through, okay? Straight at the low single. Now I'm back in my position. My butt's sitting. For this third finish, okay, I'm going to look into the knee, okay, just to give him a little bit of pressure. No stand, staying high, back foot still on the mat, driving, okay. A good wrestler, okay, Gant's going to start turning his knee into my head, okay, forcing me not to be able to get the crackdown. That's what I want, okay. So I'm going to give him a little feel of forcing his knee out. He's going to fight it in. As he does, my post hand is going to come across, and I'm going to switch hands, okay? Hand's gonna cover the back of that ankle. Now the hand that was on the low single, I'm still driving. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna get my shoulder in the back of this knee. Turn. Okay? I go to look into it for a crackdown, he forces it in. I switch hands. I'm driving still off that back leg. Head pressure stays constant. Hand's gonna post. I'm gonna jam this shoulder right on the side of this knee joint. Okay? Reason why? Is Tommy isn't strong here. He's already forcing his ankle. He's already forcing his knee in. So now I'm gonna let him take it in. As I post, I jam. Okay? I jam that shoulder in. As I do, I start covering, running my feet to the backside here, and running him down for my takedown. Okay? So we incorporate the first finish in on this. Okay? So again, I'm gonna jab fake, knee stays over toe, good position, stay in balance. Okay? Get him to freeze. I'm gonna dart in. This is a misdirection low single here. Okay? Making that the back leg hitting the front. I start to look to go to crackdown, he forces me in. That's fine. Hands are gonna switch. I'm gonna post and I'm gonna shoulder right on the outside of that knee, and I'm gonna let it turn down. As I turn that down, okay, I'm taking the biggest factor in wrestling out of the equation here, which becomes his hips. Okay? I hit him in the shoulder. He's not able to get hip pressure or cause any, put weight on my shoulder with his hips. Okay? Now I'm just gonna pin that leg. I start extending it, bringing it up, shelving it on my far hip as I run in a circle to the backside. Okay? Circle to the backside. Okay? Finding that other leg to our takedown. Okay? And that's more so our low single. Okay? We got it from the tie and we got it from the outside. The next single I want to cover, okay, is a snatch single. Okay? And this one comes across the board with, MMA, using jiu-jitsu, anything to get takedowns, right? So in wrestling, this is one I've been working on with Coach Monday. Again, we can go from the tie. Okay, I'm gonna break down in my position. Okay, I can go from the outside. Again, if I'm going from the outside, a lot of the time, I'm gonna be blinding my opponent, okay? And I'm gonna be stepping into the single. But when I snatch, right, I want my head and chest to be over this lead leg, and I wanna be into my opponent here. Okay, so from the outside, it's either gonna come off of a fake, and when I fake, I like to fake to the angle, right? Or we can use our pops where I blind them, I move them, okay? I start putting weight in Tommy's foot, okay? Hands are gonna drop off. I cannot get extended chasing this guy down. This is one of the biggest mistakes. We start pushing on him and we get long, right? I need to push on him, and then when he starts fighting into me, I bend and let him come back into me. What it does is it keeps weight in Tommy's foot and lets him get to a position where he feels comfortable. But in that position he feels comfortable, now we attack it, right? Like I said earlier, 50-50. I'm gonna be moving 50%, and my opponent's gonna do the other 50% for me, right? He's reading my body language. So again, I can do it from the outside where I go fake, back foot's gonna come up, right? Slip set fake, back foot follows, now I'm darting straight at it. Foot's gonna step. If I can, I'll step on the foot. If not, I'm shooting my hands right to a lock right above that knee. Here. Okay? Head staying in the chest, back foot follows again, and I start getting weight into Tommy's close foot here. Lifting that ankle up into the armpit. Okay? And we're gonna go to our finish here. Uppercut, kick it out. Or one I like to do, guys are getting really good at posting out. Okay? And Tommy's not gonna let me get here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move Tommy, right? And I'm gonna chop right in the front of his leg here. Okay, catching him right on his shin. Here. So again, breaking down from the outside, I'm either gonna use my jab fake, okay? Jab fake to freeze them. Back foot follows. Darting at it. Front foot steps. I'll try to step on the foot or even half the distance on the side of the foot here. Okay? So use my jab fake. Back foot follows. Okay? Hands are shooting. Okay? Bottom hand, we want locking. Okay? On top, in case the guy's kicking down. So again, jab. Head staying in the chest. We keep pressure. Back foot follows. Get weight into that post leg. Foot's coming up in the armpit. Okay? Uppercut. Kick it out. You got a long guy, hard guy to finish on. He's athletic here. Never stop moving. Okay, as soon as I stop moving, Tommy starts fighting hands. Exactly. Okay? If I'm figuring this position out, I want to keep Tommy moving until I get it figured out how I'm going to finish. Right? Because this guy's legs are going to get tired. One thing I found effective is I'll kick, catch him right on the front of his ankle. Sorry. Right? If we're going from a tie, okay? And another thing, this works very well, especially when I'm righty to righty. Okay? You guys that are righty to righty and want to attack the front leg, we're going to do single, but we're going to step across. Okay? And as I step to this foot, right? I fake. As I go to my snatch, I'm turning, touching them with my left ear here. Okay? As I do, my lead toe is going to point in the direction I'm snatching this guy, right? Fake. Okay? It's hard to get to that back leg. Can't get to it. Fine. I'm going to take this front leg. Back foot follows. Again, I'm going to scissor step. Foot stepping, closing the distance. Hands are shooting to the leg. Okay? Here. Head staying into him. Getting the foot up in the air. Again, keeping this guy moving. Uppercut, kicking it out. It's hard to finish on him. Kicking the front of that shin, trying to catch at the ankle. Okay, on one of his bounces, put hands on him after. Okay. Those are snatches from the open. Again, this is for righty to righty, meaning righty to righty. Okay, and guys, I'm not able to move him from the outside. Okay, so I take what he's giving me. Right? Again, fake. When I go to snatch, lead leg foot is always following my power. Stepping, toes pointing in the direction, okay, that I'm going. Here. Head stays in, driving weight into his post leg. Getting the foot up. Okay. Kicking out. Or my favorite. Catching the front. Run this guy down. We also got snatches that are going to come just like variation with the low single. Okay? We're going to snatch from the outside. It's going to be snatches that are coming from ties. Again, something we went over right in the beginning. Okay? I fake. This guy's going to put hands on it. That's fine. Our job is to reverse this from being defensive to offensive. I start getting heavy. Right, Tommy starts pulling. Right there's my snatch. Okay? As soon as our opponent starts getting long, that's our tail. Step in, snatch. You're going to feel him want to flee the position. Sometimes he's not going to flee the position. Might be dropped down and get a snatch single. Okay? This guy's hook pressure. I put weight in his elbows. Okay? I feel Tommy not fleeing position. Fine, I'm dropping. And I'm going to go low single. Okay? The same thing with the snatch here. And pull, put weight in his feet. Even from the tie, guys. Back foot, scissor step, head finds the chest. Staying into him. Getting that ankle up into that armpit. Okay? Kicking out. Finishing. Last but not least, okay, the third single, my favorite single. Okay, I've learned first shot. My first shot I ever learned when I was 4 years old, and I call it my money shot now, okay? It's a sweep single, okay? A lot of it comes from contact on a sweep single, right? Contact being, I always fake, right? Get this guy to freeze. There's two positions I want to get to. I want to either get to a monkey grip. What I call a monkey grip is thumb on the back, getting a hold of my opponent's tricep and putting weight, okay? As I'm pulling my elbow down and putting weight here, he wants to circle, and what is he bringing me? My single leg, okay? My number one shot where I want to get to, or I want to control something on this side of the body, right? Whether it's a wrist and I'm pulling and it's getting Tommy to put weight in his feet, okay? And getting him to react. He wants to get back to A position. I let him, right? And when I go swing single, again, I'm going to scissor step. Guys, very important in all of these when I'm making contact, when I'm bringing action to Tommy, my head level is always going to be the same, or it's going to be a little bit lower, right? I never want to be head level high. If I'm on head level high on somebody like Tommy, I'm going right through me, okay? You come to me and your head level's off, that gives me the tell that I can get under you and I can blow right through you, okay? So against any of your opponents, I don't care who you're wrestling, right? Keep the same head level until it's time to go. And when it's time to go, you're going underneath or you're going through the guy, okay? But for our swing single, okay? Again, we're gonna fake at this guy. If he puts hands on us, great. If he doesn't, we're gonna go in collected tie, right? I'm gonna scissor step, okay? I'm gonna get this guy to react. Good stance. I'm gonna get this guy to react, and I'm either going to my monkey grip, or like I said, one of my favorites is I get to this wrist. Now that I'm at this wrist, when I swing, okay, I do it a little bit different. Everybody that I know swings, okay, and they'll do a swing single like this. Okay? They'll be high on the leg, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that. Right? But if Tommy anticipates my swing single and I'm high on the leg, okay, it's going to be hard to pull on Tommy's leg with my arm. I promise you. He straws 60% of the time, 70% of the time, I'm going to lose that battle. Right? So my swing single I developed, that's just a little bit different, right? Is I'm going to step to the outside, right? And I want to shoot to the angle. Reason being, there's two reasons. It's either I'm going to hit the swing single, and I'm able to put pressure on Tommy's ankle joint to turn his leg out and his knee down. So I'm beating his hip pressure, okay? The second one is if I shoot the shot and Tommy does react, he anticipates the shot, I get to exit this shot cleanly. So I have no room for reattacks, and I don't have to be nervous about Tommy scoring. Okay? Say Tommy does anticipate this sweep single, right? I'm always going to fake. I'm going to try to grab that wrist, monkey grip. Okay, another way, again, we can use our blinding technique. I hit him, pull him with my elbow, not my hand. I pull him with my elbow. As I move him, I slide to my monkey grip. Okay? Here. I'm ready to go. I'm scissor stepping. I'm stepping to the angle, circle through. I'm going to step to this angle, okay? And I'm penetrating to an angle and not at Tommy's leg, okay? I'm going to penetrate to this angle and not at Tommy's leg. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch, hey, stand a little bit. I'm going to catch right here at the ankle, okay? And I'm going to roll that ankle out, right? And it's going to put pressure on Tommy's knee, but now he's not able to get the hip pressure that he needs to get on my shoulder to defend this single, right? The only thing I'm going to do here is I'm pulling, elbows going down, I'm rotating that ankle out, I'm catching, okay? I'm ready for the kick if Tommy decides to kick. Coming up and covering, okay? Again, in position, right? Faking, I can fake and freeze him. I can go grab a wrist, okay, put weight in his feet, but when I'm ready to go on the swing single, okay, I'm going to scissor step. As I scissor step, I'm stepping to the outside and penetrate into an angle. I don't want to penetrate straight at Tommy's leg. If I penetrate straight at Tommy's leg, and I happen to miss it, and he sprawls, okay? Sprawl. I'm in trouble here. He's able to get hip pressure on me. Now I'm not only carrying my weight, but I got to carry Tommy's weight. Right? On the way up, Tommy's looking re-attack. I put myself in position to turn my own attack into a score for my opponent. Something we never want to do, okay? If I penetrate on the angle and I miss it, okay? I'm back in position and ready to reset in case Tommy tries to close the distance, and I hit him with a double, a sting single, a high crotch. But I'm able to move from one position to the second position, second scoring position, to get through what I need, right? So, again, I'm looking to get to my swing single. Maybe it's a fake, okay? Paul, get to my monkey grip, staying bent, heads underneath Tommy's, right? I'm pulling elbows. Anytime I get a hold of my opponent, weight gets in my elbow, and I don't try to move him with my body. As soon as I start trying to move him with my body, I start getting long and coming out of position. And it doesn't matter if Tommy's out of position, because for me to take the shot, Tommy's going to feel me try to get back to position, and by that time, it's too late. Again, your timing's off from your position, okay? You got to be disciplined in this position, in all positions for that matter, right? So we're going to fake, okay? This time I'm going to get a hold of Tommy's wrist, just something so he sets his feet, right? Scissor step fake. I'm going to get something to set his feet. If I'm going on my swing single, as soon as I put weight and feel resistance, okay, I'm attacking that foot. Scissor stepping to the outside of it, okay, and I'm shooting to the angle. Back foot, step into it, penetrate into the angle, back foot sliding under, hips are following, okay, and again, I'm catching, okay, I'm catching, right, and I'm pulling from to almost roll his ankle to the outside, because now it stops him from getting his hip on me, right? I roll to the outside. Now I'm catching at the foot, hands are switching, bringing it across, holding it on far hip, okay? Keeping shoulder in this guy's butt, circling backside, collecting two legs. Okay? This is my by far favorite takedown. When it comes off fake, comes out of ties, right? Another example, this guy starts putting hands on me, right? All I'm going to do is I'm going to put weight in his foot, and I'm going now. Ready? Weight in his foot. Again, catching. Rolling the ankle to the outside. Turning knee down. Hip's not in the game no more. He has to try to get away. I build it up to the far hip, and I start climbing for my takedown.